Hi everyone, my name is Bobby. I'll be taking us through our warm-up today. We'll go ahead and get right into it. We're going to start off with a nice little march here. Just get our feet, pick up our feet slightly off the ground. Hope everyone's doing great today. Throughout this warm-up, we're just going to get our heart rate nice and elevated, body warmed up and stretched out. With this march, I want us to start progressively lifting our knees higher and higher. You can get a little bit of arm swinging here, kind of get some shoulder rolls, shake out the body a little bit, get our upper body ready to get stretched out. We're gonna now move into a second movement. We're gonna add bicep curl and tricep extension. At the top of the bicep curl, I really want us to contract the bicep. At the bottom, the tricep extension, really trying to straighten your arm, feel a contraction in that tricep. So the whole movement will be here. At the top of the bicep curl, we're gonna rotate our wrists and then extend. From the side, here, and then here. Again, really feel a contraction in your biceps during the curl, contraction in your triceps during the extension. Great job, everybody. Again, make sure to keep that march up at a good pace. You start to elevate that heart rate. The higher you bring your knees, and the faster you perform the curls and extensions, more intense this will be. And in about 10 seconds here, we're gonna move into our second compound movement. Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna move into a side step here. Just bringing our feet together at each side. Great job. Continuing to elevate our heart rate. We want to make sure we're keeping a nice posture through these movements. Keep the back nice and straight. Our head and neck over our spine and over our feet. Great job. And I want us to lift our inside foot. So here will be this one, here will be this one. We're gonna lift that leg into a glute kick. Here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just lifting, bringing the heel of our foot in towards our glutes. Get a nice stretch here in the quads. Stay nice and light on our feet. Work a little bit on that agility. Great job, everybody. Again, feeling that heart rate continue to get elevated. And we're gonna move into second movement with the standing row. So, with this, we want our palms down when we extend our fists and our arms. And then when we bring them in, we want to go into a thumbs up. So from the side, as you come in, thumbs up, out, thumbs to the side. Keeping our arms nice and parallel to the ground. And I also like to use the cue, pretending like there's a golf ball or a softball or baseball between your shoulder blades back here. And during this standing row, really squeeze your back, your scapula together, your shoulder blades, really bringing them together during the row. Getting our full body here moving, getting blood pumping everywhere. Continue to get that heart rate nice and elevated. Great job. We'll do about 10 more seconds. And then we're gonna go back into a toe touch. Side to side. Here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to a toe touch here, side to side. What I'd like us to do now is again with our inside foot. So this one here, this one here. I'm gonna start bringing behind our body. We'll do it here in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna bring it back. As we do this, really want to focus on contracting the glutes with the leg that's crossing behind your other leg. Really feel that contraction. Arms out to the side here. And we're gonna add a second movement now. Bringing our arms across our chest, across our body, really opening up the chest as we open our arms. Great job, everybody. Again, with this movement, so we're opening up our chest, we can also really focus on having that softball or baseball right on our spine and trying to squeeze our shoulder blades together. Squeeze that baseball or softball. Great job. Go another 10 seconds. And then we're gonna go into what I call zombies, or more simply, just straight leg lifts. And try and touch our toes with our hands here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center here. With this, almost gonna pretend like we're swimming here with our arms, really reaching back and then forward. See how I'm reaching with my back hand here? I'm gonna reach towards my toe from the side here. So really stretch out our hamstrings. Should feel it here. Again, if we want, start out just with a slight lift, and then progressively lifting our legs higher and higher to really feel that stretch and up the intensity. Great job. We'll do another 10 seconds of these, and then we're going to move into squats. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center here. We're going to keep our feet about shoulder width apart. We're just going to start with a nice 45-degree squat. Really making sure our knees stay nice and straight during the descent. Don't want to see any bowing or bringing the knees in. Just keeping our knees right over our feet. Do 5 more of these, and then we're going to progress into a squat with a calf raise. 2 more, 1 more, now into a calf raise. With these, I like to keep my hands, like I say, close to my body. If you like to up the intensity with these, you can start to go into a bit of a deeper squat. We want us to explode up through this movement from the transition from the squat to the calf raise. If you'd like to up the intensity even more, we can start to move our hands up almost as if we're performing a squat jump. So really elevate that heart rate, get the whole body going. Great job. We'll do 5 more seconds or 10 more seconds And then we're gonna move into a hip flexor stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. We're now going to rotate to one side. I'm gonna drop back leg here, our back knee. I'm gonna keep it nice and straight. Keep our front leg, our knee over the toe. And imagine drawing a line across your hips. We want this to be parallel with the floor. And I'll really emphasize getting a nice stretch here in your hip flexors. Hold this for about another 5 seconds. Then we're gonna drop our back knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. If you need to, just step a little bit forward with this. Front leg, drop our knee. I want us to bring our hands together here. Push out. Me squeezing your chest together, your pec muscles. Really push out and squeeze your arms together. Now we're going to rotate our wrists in and slowly bring our hands above our head. Really push these hands up towards the ceiling. Get a nice stretch all the way through our back, our lats. And really reach up towards the ceiling. Hold this for another 5 seconds, and then we're gonna go back up to standing. 3, 2, 1. And come back up to standing position. Rotate to the other side. Again, keep this back leg. Drop it slightly as we bend our front knee. Again, drawing an imaginary line on our hips. We want to rotate our hips like this. Get a nice stretch through this hip flexor. Keeping our back nice and straight, our head and neck all in alignment with our back. Hold this for another 5 seconds, then drop the back leg again. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Drop our knee to the floor. Again, grab our hands together. Really push out in front of you. Squeeze your chest and your pecs together. Get a nice contraction in there. An isometric contraction. We'll rotate our wrists now and slowly move our arms above our head. We push our hands up towards the ceiling. I'd like to add a little bit of balance challenge to this. You can try and close your eyes and maintain balance. Let's run our knee and foot. Again, breathe through this. Get a nice stretch for our back and lats. Hold this for another 5 seconds. And then we're gonna move onto the ground. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna get onto our mats. I do not have one, but I do have a towel here. We're going to lay on our side. I'm gonna move this up just a little bit. I'm gonna rest. However you like, you can either prop yourself up on your elbow, or you can straighten your arm. Keep a nice alignment in our back. I'm gonna straighten our bottom leg, have it just at a slight angle. Grab our foot, pull our heel towards our glute. Again, feel a nice stretch through our quads. Great job, everybody. We'll hold this for another 5 seconds, and then we're gonna work on our hip abductors and adductors. 3, 2, 1. Great job. We're now going to drop our top leg behind the leg that's on the ground. We're gonna lift the straight leg. We want to lift. And if you can, to up the intensity, hold it in the air for about a second or two. Great job. We'll do 5 more of these. And then we'll move to our other leg. 3 more, 2, 1. Great job. Now I want to bend our Bottom leg, top leg nice and straight. You want to bring up. Feel a nice contraction through our outside hip. Great job. I'm going to start by letting our leg rest on the ground and then bringing it back up. If you'd like to up the intensity, you can keep your foot from touching the ground. Great job. Do 5 more, and then we're going to switch sides. 3, 2, 1. All right, great job, everybody. We're going to sit up and switch sides. Keep this bottom leg slightly bent. Grab our foot, pull it, our heel towards our glute. Get a nice stretch in our quads. Again, laying just however you prefer. You can either prop yourself up on your elbow or drop your arm and rest your head on your bicep. Great job. We'll hold this for another 10 seconds. And then we're going to do more leg lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to straighten this leg. Bring our bottom leg forward. And go into inside lifts. Again, to up the intensity, hold that leg and foot in the air for about a second or two before dropping it. If you'd also like, you can keep your foot from touching the ground. Another 5 seconds, then I'm going to work on the top leg. 3, 2, 1. Okay, straighten this bottom leg. Sorry, keep it bent. Straighten our front, top leg. Get some nice leg lifts in here again. Starting with touching the foot to the ground. And then to up the intensity, we can move to keeping it in the air, not letting it touch the ground. Great job, everybody. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely sweating. Do another 5 of these, and then we're gonna lay on our back, work on the core a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm gonna bend our knees. We're gonna work on the core a little bit here. What I want us to do, I'm gonna start with the crunch. We're gonna rotate first, bring opposite elbow to opposite leg, about once each, and then a crunch towards the middle. During these, we want to focus on breathing and contracting the core. During the contraction is when we want to exhale. So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Really exaggerate that breathing to make sure you have proper technique. We'll do 5 more. And then we're gonna move to our hands and knees. 3, 2, 1. Great job, everybody. I'm gonna flip over to our hands and knees. Get some cat-cows. So I'm gonna elevate the middle of our back and arch that back. We get a nice stretch through the back, through the arms, shoulders. Hold it for a couple of seconds, then we want to drop that back. Really push it to the floor and really feel a stretch by your ribs and the lats. Bring it back up again. Some nice breathing through this. Great job, everybody. Do 5 more seconds. We're going to move to bird dogs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite leg, opposite hand. Extending, really reaching out. Feel a nice contraction through the glute, hamstring as we extend our legs. Great job. Do another 10 seconds of these. And then we're going to move into a cobra position. Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna drop our legs. I'm gonna start just on our forearms here. Get a nice stretch through that back. Hold this for a couple of seconds, and if you'd like to up the intensity, you can start to move onto just your hands. Really keep a nice posture in your back. Feel a stretch through your core, and maybe even a little bit in your lower back. Hold this for another 5 seconds. Then we're gonna move into some push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna start off on our hands and knees. And we're dropping, getting all the way down to the floor. Keep our elbows tucked, not flaring them. Having a nice neutral spine. If you'd like to up the intensity, we can move to our hands and toes. And if you'd like to up the intensity even more from this position, get to the bottom and lift your elbows back, almost into an exaggerated row. Do 5 more seconds, then we'll move at your own pace back to standing. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna move back to a standing position. Move at your own pace. Making sure not to get lightheaded as we move back to standing. Take 5 deep breaths. Make sure we're nice and balanced here. And I want us to first move into low impact jumping jacks. You can either do moving, or you can do toe touches. I'm gonna stick with the toe touches here in 10 seconds. We're gonna move into high impact jumping jacks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Regular jumping jacks. We get about 15 seconds of these. And then we're gonna move into a nice little balance challenge to finish off this warm up. Another 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, for this balance challenge, you have 2 options. I want you to either hold this leg now to get a stretch through your quad, but you either hold your leg behind you or out in front of you, to the side, behind, wherever you prefer. If you need to, you can have your arms out to your side. We're gonna see how long we can hold this. We're gonna up the intensity. If this is too easy, you can close your eyes. It makes it a whole lot more challenging. This for another 5 seconds, and then switch feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we can drop that foot. We'll go to the other side again. Either hold your foot behind you, out in front, side, back. No matter where you put it, it's gonna change your center of balance and really make you work on that balance. Again, if it's a bit easy for you, you like to really challenge yourself, you can close your eyes. Hold it for another 10 seconds here. Focus on our breathing. Feel that elevated heart rate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for joining me for this warm-up.